Representing India, 17-year-old Sheetal Devi came in as the world number 1. She started off with perfect precision.
Welcome to Watch Mojo, and today we're counting down our picks for the moments from the 2024 Summer Paralympics that got the internet talking.
And the pregnancy is just an added thing on top. There's another barrier that realistically goes along with my life of different barriers.
Number 10. Sarah Adam becomes the first woman to rep the U.S. in wheelchair rugby.
Yeah, we're the only full contact sport in the Paralympics, so it is high speed, full contact, going in there trying to beat each other up, flip each other over in the chairs.
Geez, Sarah, can you leave some accomplishments for the rest of us? Not only is the Paralympic wheelchair rugby star an associate professor of occupational science and occupational therapy at St. Louis University, but oh yeah, she's a groundbreaking athlete who helped shepherd the U.S. to a silver medal at Paris 2024.
Ended up being diagnosed with MS when I was in grad school, and still then never thought that I'd end up being a player, but life took a couple turns.
Adam, who was diagnosed with multiple sclerosis while in grad school, commented in 2024 that, quote, "Anytime I was walking, it was really slow. I was getting really fatigued and tripping and falling a lot and hurting myself." Not that you would know it from her Paralympic performance, wherein Adam became the first woman to score for her U.S. team.
It's been great. My teammates from the beginning have really embraced me. I've been working hard to earn a spot on this team and make sure that I'm seen as an athlete first, but absolutely an honor to be named as the first female to compete.
Number 9. Dame Sarah Storey speaks out.
We've got some quotes to bring you as well. She said, "It's a short race. This is the shortest Paralympic time trial we've ever had. And I think it's a real shame because we don't get to showcase parasport in the way we want to."
You might be familiar with this Paralympic cyclist/swimmer's long and storied career. Sorry, no pun intended. Storey was already the most lauded British Paralympian of all time, and Paris 2024 continued her streak, winning her 18th gold medal. Here's the problem though. Paralympics organizers made the baffling decision to cut the women's cycling course to under half of that of the corresponding men's race. After having won the gold medal, Storey didn't hesitate to speak up, saying that, quote, "There's plenty of time in the day for us to do 2 laps like the men. And having fought so hard for parity in women's cycling, to not have it in paracycling after what we had in Glasgow last year is a real disappointment."
I hope they never do this to the women again because it has been appalling. So Sarah's story there, absolutely using her platform just after that race to talk about that and criticise that lack of what she says is gender parity.
Number 8. Sabrina Fortune breaks the shot put world record.
Words really can't explain how over the moon I really am. Like, it's been since last night just like a dream that's just come true, really.
We'll be getting into the British onslaught of gold medals in a little bit, but for now, we just have to draw specific attention to F20 shot put Paralympic champion Fortune. After winning bronze at Rio 2016, Fortune climbed to the top of the ranks at Paris 2024 and won Great Britain their second gold medal of that day.
After I got my bronze in Rio, I was like, to get a gold, to do something, it'd be incredible. I was like, will I get it? I don't know. And then Tokyo happened and I came sick and I was like, I want to quit.
Commenting on the jaw-dropping circumstances of her win, Fortune was quoted as saying, quote, "I still cannot believe it, especially on the first throw. I was expecting about 14 meters, just a simple throw. Then I hit the world record." Indeed, Fortune set a new world record, beating her own previous record by 29 centimeters.
It was so bad at that time, mental health, everything around that time was just bad. And I was like, well, am I not good enough? And I was like, you know what? If I give up now, what's the point of trying so far?
Number 7. Maisie Summers Newton goes gold not once, but twice.
You're here so I can make you better at what you do by freeing your mind. Does that make sense?
I suppose. You do know I won 2 gold medals at the last Paralympics, right?
Uh-huh.
This British S6 swimmer has a lot to write home about after Paris 2024. The winner of 2 gold medals at Tokyo 2020 in the 100-meter breaststroke and 200-meter individual medley respectively, Summers Newton defended her titles in both categories in 2024. And when we say defended her titles, we really mean it. The decorated swimmer won gold again, finishing just over 5 seconds ahead of American silver medalist Ellie Marks. Described as the face of British paraswimming by British newspaper The Independent, Summers Newton spoke to the press about the difficulty of beating her overwhelming self-doubt, as well as the intense pressure that comes with a gold medal. Looks like she needn't have worried much at all.
And I'm a 6-time world champion.
Be that enough, Maisie?
Absolutely not.
So why with me then?
Number 6. Australia takes gold in the 4x100 mixed medley in shocking upset. Theirs is a classic underdog story. And don't we all love having someone in that position to root for? In a moment that absolutely no one could have initially predicted, the Australian team bested the favored Dutch team in a shocking turn of events that saw them overcome a 7-second lead to win the gold medal. Australia has swimmer Alexa Leary to thank for the extraordinary victory, the result of a stunning anchor leg. Leary demonstrated that she has the makings of a Paralympic superstar by also medaling to the tune of gold in the 100-meter freestyle. Leary later reflected, saying, quote, "All right, I'm gonna have to weapon myself out here. We gotta take home the gold." Number 5. Team GB wins 12 medals in a single day. Paris 2024 has been a pretty good time to be a Paralympian, to say the least. For a bit of context, Paralympics GB had their best day this century during the 2024 Paralympic Summer Games, winning 12 gold medals in a single day, Sunday, September 1st. According to Sky News, this surpasses the previous daily record, which was 9 at both Beijing 2008 and Rio 2016. The aforementioned Sabrina Fortune was one of those extraordinary medalists, as well as mixed team sprinters Kadina Cox, Jacco Van Gas, and Jodie Cundy. The streak continued with 3 golds in rowing, as well as 4 in swimming, including Summers Newton. These victories, among others, put Great Britain at 2nd place overall, having earned 23 golds, 12 silvers, and 8 bronzes. Number 4. The internet marvels at blind long jumpers. Online commentators who were unfamiliar with the T11 category at the Paralympics, in which visually impaired athletes compete, discovered a whole new level of excellence at Paris 2024. Chinese jumper Di Dongdong proved to be a thrilling introduction to the sport, breaking a decade-old world record previously set by American jumper Lex Gillette. Di had previously won gold at the Tokyo edition of the Games, defending his title and setting the record with a breathtaking 6.85 meters jump. Commenting on his win, Di was humble but clearly overjoyed, stating that, quote, "The world record has been my target for a long time. Getting the world record here was unexpected. That makes me even more delighted." Number 3. Jodie Grinham takes home team gold while 7 months pregnant.
It was never the intention, to do it as an inspiration or to show women it can be done. It was a decision my partner and I made because that was what was best for our family.
To paraphrase an old sci-fi movie you may or may not have seen, never tell this para-archer the odds. Grinham, a 31-year-old Welsh woman, was born with disabilities that initially made it impossible for her to meet able-bodied archery requirements.
I know what it's like to make a games, I know what it's like to miss a games, and I know what it's like to have a baby and lose a baby. And those are things in your life that you can't help and you can't change. So I wanted to be able to do both.
Undeterred, she and her father Simon devised a system allowing her to grip the bow without it being physically attached to her body, an essential aspect of archery. To make her achievement even more remarkable, Grinham competed while 7 months pregnant with her second child at the Paris 2024 Paralympics, making her the first known Paralympian to do so.
And the pregnancy is just an added thing on top. There's another barrier that realistically goes along with my life of different barriers.
Number 2. Zakariya Hudadi becomes the first ever Refugee Paralympic team medalist.
She played taekwondo at her home at the age of 11, and then she went on to become an athlete for the Paralympic team in Afghanistan.
This Afghan para-taekwondo star is unstoppable. From Herat province, Afghanistan, Hudadi has made history with a series of groundbreaking achievements inspired by Ruhollah Nikpa, the only Afghan athlete to win an Olympic medal. Although Hudadi represented Afghanistan at the 2020 Summer Paralympics, her participation in Paris 2024 was initially in jeopardy.
As you say, it comes at a moment where Taliban have announced a law that restricts many movements of women, voices of women in the country.
Fortunately, she was evacuated from Afghanistan and went on to win bronze. With this victory, Hudadi became the first female Afghan Paralympian since 2004, the first female Afghan athlete to compete internationally since the 2021 Taliban offensive, and the first member of the refugee team to medal. Before we continue, be sure to subscribe to our channel and ring the bell to get notified about our latest videos. You have the option to be notified for occasional videos or all of them. If you're on your phone, make sure you go into your settings and switch on notifications. Number 1. Sheetal Daveys' Yousuf Dikech moment.
Representing India, 17-year-old Sheetal Devi came in as the world number 1. She started off with perfect precision.
Just to be clear, any comparisons to Turkish sport shooter Dikech are meant to highlight Daveys' remarkable precision and unflappable demeanor. Davy, an Indian para-archer born with the rare congenital condition phocomelia, which resulted in her being born without arms, defied all expectations by winning bronze at Paris 2024. Doctors had initially told her she would never compete due to the lack of suitable prosthetics for her condition, and her coaches had never trained an athlete without arms. Davy won the internet's heart with her bravery and determination, and we can't wait to see what she accomplishes next. Did we mention she's only 17? What was your favorite moment from the Paris 2024 Paralympics? Let us know in the comments below.
Now show me your battle cry.
My what?
Your battle cry! Join in with me!
Did you enjoy this video? Check out these other clips from WatchMojo, and be sure to subscribe and ring the bell to be notified about our latest videos.